So I'm testing out something new today. This is something that I'm still trying out. Basically, this is what I would like to call a director's cut, though actually it's not really a director's cut per se. It's more like director's commentary or commentary track, video with commentary or vlog edition, I don't know, but doesn't really sound that good, so I'll stick with director's cut unless I come up with something more creative. Anyway, so this is the BRM300 organized by the Audax Randoneers Malaysia. It's also called the Two Peaks Challenge because it goes over two hills, Cameron Highlands and then later on Fraser's Hill. Now this is not so different from the earlier 600-kilometer brevet back in June. That one also went through Cameron Highlands and then ended up Fraser's Hill, but the main difference is this one goes up Cameron Highlands from the Tapah region, which is supposedly a lot easier compared to the 600 ride, which goes up from Simpang Pulai. Anyway, so here we have the starting point. There's the gang that I'm usually riding with, although this season I'm gonna try something a bit different because I'm kind of trying to train myself to ride longer brevets while saving time. And this is a good strategy if you're doing multi-day brevets like 600Ks or 1000s or even 1002s, since the logic there is the less time you spend off the bike, the more you have to sleep. So although this is not really that necessary on 400Ks and less, but it's good training. At least you can condition your body to stay on the bike more. You know, I mean, you can't just go easy all the time and then suddenly switch to a strict regimented time control ride when you jump to a 600 or above. But on the other hand, I'm not really advocating that you do this kind of strict thing all the time. You know, it's just like normal rides. There are many kinds of rides that you can join with different groups. Some like to go fast, you know, all out training ride, and some like to go on a slower pace, stop a lot, eat food, take pictures, and there's a lot of in between. It's not to say that once you join one group you're going to be like that forever, right? You pick your group based on what you like to do on that week. So sometimes you want to go fast, sometimes you want to go slow. So for this ride I want to go, well, it isn't really fast per se, but more like try not to waste time. So here we are starting off, riding in the middle of the night as usual, although this time it's a 5 AM start, so it's not really that early, but some stretches of the road are still going to be quite dark, like this one here for example. Yeah, it's really dark here, but hey, anyway. Okay, approaching some town centers. I believe this is Tanjung Malim. Still very early, so there's nothing going on. Passing by some parked lorries and trucks, no idea why I even bothered. No idea what this is. It looked interesting enough to take the picture. Oh, we're at Slim River now. and it's finally morning. Cool and misty. Yeah, it fogs up the camera. That's kind of an unfortunate side effect. A little bit of uphill climbing, not that much. And look at this. This is the person we would call Tay, although I like to say the orange Santa Cruz in my videos because, come on, look at it. Santa Cruz is like a bike company that's made their name for really tough carbon fiber mountain bikes. So what you have here is like a cross. It's either a cross or a gravel bike with big wobbly tires, and he's just killing it on the pace, you know. And in the end of this ride, he's going to like finish 2 hours ahead of me despite the weight of his bike. So yeah, this orange Santa Cruz is not someone you want to mess around with. And here is my usual group stopping for breakfast in Bidor, but because of my cycling policy, I'm not going to stop, except, oops, Imran here is having some tire problems, so oh well, I spent about roughly 10 minutes, give or take, of stoppage time, and off we go again. Nice happy bunch. Dark clouds ahead, although we didn't really get caught in any heavy downpour, which is a good thing. Yeah, weather's been mostly fine, cool, and not that burning hot. First checkpoint, 91.2 kilometers in Tapa. So here is my first challenge. Try to quickly stamp my brevet card and then grab a bite, refill my water, and go as soon as possible. So I more or less succeeded. I believe I spent like less than 15 to 20 minutes of stop time here, which is I guess a good thing. Yeah, the video is taking longer than necessary here, but it's less than 20 minutes, definitely. So yeah, I bought a piece of bread. This is like some kind of cheese bun, which actually long-term wise turned out to be a mistake. I actually need to pay more attention to nutrition. The little tiny loaf of bread here isn't really going to help me last throughout the whole day, and it became very evident when we started climbing. Now this is the path that leads up Cameron Highlands towards Ringlet. It's a small little town at the southern edge of Cameron Highlands. It's about, I would say, 30 kilometers or so of climbing up about 1,100 meters in height. And this is the part where I started suffering. Oh look, here's the waterfall place. This is where usually if I were to ride more casually, I would stop here, take pictures, spend about maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. But with an objective of minimizing my stop time, 5 to 10 minutes is a lot. And look here, the crazy close passer. What the H? Another weird scene. I don't know why I took this. It's just odd with the dog and the abandoned car. Anyway, when I reached Ringlet, my legs were already quite sore. I was already like spinning at my easiest gear, that's like 36-28, and so a bit of a breather here. I actually had to stop in Ringlet for about, I think not more than 10 minutes because my water bottle was actually empty. There's the Petronas sign, that's actually where I went to stop, just to grab a bottle of water, refill my bottles, and then move on. So it was mostly downhill here, lots of descending, so I gave my legs a lot of rest, but still not enough because I haven't eaten much except that loaf of bread from the first checkpoint, as well as an energy bar while climbing up the Ringlet. So a bit of rough road there. And this is a familiar sight. It almost looks like I was still in Cameron Highlands. Well, actually I am leaving Cameron Highlands, but yeah, you can see all these familiar agricultural landmarks. Yeah, they're all over the hill. Another nice descent. Weird muddy river. I was wondering what this was, you know, and then when I saw the structure right at the end, I thought it was maybe some kind of dam, but now that I look at the map, I don't think it's a dam because it's just a river running parallel to the road, so it can't really be a dam. And there, goodbye Cameron Highlands. It was nice being there for like less than 2 hours, I think. And this is where the pain really starts because it's a lot of rolling. Look, cows running along by the side like horses or something. After all that pain, I'm finally in Sungai Koyan. That was a torturous, like I think 3 hours or more. And by the time I reached this checkpoint here, I think I had accumulated less than 40, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes of stop time. So I thought, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it unless I really get some rest. So spend a little more extra time here, about I would say 40 minutes maybe, to actually get a proper meal. A bottle of Coke, chicken rice. What else did I get? Oh yeah, a cup of coffee, and of course refill my water. Now this meal actually helped a lot. After this, I could actually push my pedals a lot better than before, so I'm glad I actually stopped here. But because of this stop, I went over my original target, which was about 30 minutes per checkpoint. So this definitely pushed me over 1 hour. And actually after this, we eventually stopped another 2 more times. Once for rest and another quick stop and refill at Raup. So yeah, a bit of gravel here. Bad road conditions, but fortunately I was on my Gravel King tires, so I just rode all the way through. There's a crazy lorry going so fast. And finally, signs of civilization again. By the time we reached Raup, it was like 6 plus, almost 6:30. That's where I thought, yeah, I could stop at the petrol station for 10 minutes, refill and get some Gatorade before continuing. Once we started leaving Raup, we actually arrived at this junction just shortly before 7. It was still okay, although that means we couldn't finish the ride before sundown. It actually became very dark. I remember going up here in June during the BRM300, completely pitch black like what you're seeing now. So it's the same thing. Long and boring climb until you see lights. That's the only hint you get that the ending is finally here. Yep. What a ride. This was a big eye-opener. So it turns out that nutrition is actually all important. I can't just try to minimize my stop time and just rely on some bread. You know, actually if I had more storage on my bike, I was actually going very light and speedy this time, but if I had more, you know, more storage, I could actually stuff it up with bread and, I don't know, more things to eat. Maybe I would have turned out a lot better, performed a lot better. So yeah, that's probably a very important lesson. I really have to eat. You know, I can't just say, yeah, I'm going to minimize my stop time and just eat bread on the bike. No, I mean, the general principle is still there, but no, I can't just eat one loaf of bread at each checkpoint. No, I got to eat more, like at least something every half hour. Yeah, so in the end, total time 15 hours 57 minutes. Stop time is a touch below 2 hours. So still not bad, but still a lot of room for improvement. Anyway, I hope you like this version of the video that I'm making. Leave a like if you do, and if you want to see me continue trying to do more like this, maybe I could actually put in more helpful hints and stuff. Subscribe, it helps. And anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.